Hi folks, welcome to my Bit Retro Journal. Today I'm going to look at the Zinkler ZX Spectrum. It's a computer I actually never had as a kid, but I bought this in the fall of last year, and it looks in pretty decent shape. It's got a little bit of a nick here, but otherwise the keyboard seems to be in pretty good shape. Never knew about the internals. Now, the one thing that's of a concern is that when I look at that screw is very rusted right here. The other ones are not so bad, but what I want to do is open it up, see if I can't can get it. Well, see if I can't get it booted up today, or if it's gonna actually work or not. So first thing to do is to open this up. So by the way, this came out. It just celebrated its 39th anniversary, April 23rd, 1982. So yeah, happy birthday ZX Spectrum. I never had one as a kid because I'm in the US, and this is doesn't even have the TV switch for channels 3 and 4 in the US. It's interesting, actually, as I look here, there's a cutout here, so I don't know what that's for. But I think this is the 48K version. Does it say anywhere here? I thought it was a 48K version. Can't quite tell. But I think when I bought it, that's what it was. Anyway, let's open it up. I'm a little concerned about the rust there, but let's see what this gives us. So again, I like to use these screwdrivers here because they don't do any harm. And so let's try this one first. It's coming out. Well, I should probably have some place to put these so that I don't lose them. That's a short little screw. Where can I put it? I do have this, so I guess I can use that. And again, I like to still keep track of where things are. So that's the top. Looks like it has 5 screws. That's okay. That's coming out. Alright, looks like someone's probably been in this already. It's hard to find these old computers with not having someone had been in there before. I think there's, from having watched enough of these videos, I think there's the membranes in the middle, and then there's a cable you gotta undo here. I don't know if it's a speaker cable or what. Alright, let's see what we got here. First time ever opening up a ZX Spectrum on its, well, day or so after its birthday. Oh, here we go. Let's take a peek inside to see what I got, so as I don't break it. So let's, and this ribbon just pulls straight out. It's got a, I guess, I'm gonna have to pull the ribbon straight out. I don't want to break the ribbon, but hopefully, yeah, we don't destroy it. And there we go. Yay! All right. So this actually looks like it could be a new ribbon. Oh, that would be a score. Well, no, there's definitely some heat damage there. Although the front. So just to demonstrate the heat damage, can we get a closer look in here? See the heat damage on the ribbon? Yep. So that's the CPU, that's the ULA, that's the ROM, and then I'm guessing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's got 12 sockets open. What are they for? I'm assuming, sorry, just taking a close look at it. So I'm assuming this is memory. I don't know what these are all for. They're empty. Okay. Well, one thing to do is don't see anything bad with the board. What I want to do is just power it up to see what happens. So I do have, so I'm not going to get, yeah, so I'm not going to get a video signal because it's not that type of signal. What I need is, I believe it is one of these on the side here that's going to give me, so I'm going to have to open up the, there we go, there we go. That's it. Yeah, I think this is the signal that's going to give me I think if I go with ground and I don't know if I have to disconnect it. But suppose a composite comes from the side here, so I should be able to, would that work? I guess I can turn monitor on. See what happens, see if I get any fireworks if I open this up. So I do have a 9 volt, and this is a negative tipped 9 volt. I'm going to just, let's see what this does. It does nothing. But I wasn't, oh, what do I have this on? That's the question. Oops. Is it on the, I hit the wrong button. Oh, I think it's at AV. I think it says, this will say AV. Yeah, so it is on AV. I don't think this is going to, so if I had side and there is just nothing. I don't expect this to give me anything because it's not, that's not, so I thought one of these would give you the, yep, so I guess my concern is that this doesn't have very many chips in there. So let me use my old school voltmeter just to measure some voltages. So there should be something. I don't know if I was hooked up properly. Oops. So this is not doing anything. Let's actually just check to make sure I get voltage out of this one. So sorry. So this is giving me 9 volts. Yep. Center tipped, which is what they say this is supposed to be. I guess there's one way to find out. So I believe you can okay, so that gives me that, and this suggests that right. So yeah, I'm not getting any voltages on. So again, if I again it's negative tip, 9 volts. If I plug that in there. All right, so okay, I'm back. I took it out of its case, and I actually, you can see here, I did the mod for the composite mod. Capacitor here, these were removed, and then right here you've got the negative of the capacitor hooked to the RCA jack, and the positive hooked to the back of the board for the signal. Yep, get rid of the power as well. So yep, and I took the Ferrante chip out because I'll show you what happens when I plug it in. And I figured out why it wasn't working. I was using the wrong connector. So even though it fit, this is the right one. The other one was too wide in the inside, so it wasn't making contact. So I was using this one, I think. I was using this one here, and it was just the inside was too wide, so it wasn't making contact. Can I focus? No. Anyway, so that caused it to turn on. Let me turn that on and show you what I got presently, and it ain't good. And I don't know what's causing it, so move my thing back in here. So I need to kind of put it back together. It's a wee bit crusty, but in any case, so I took the Ferrante chip out, and I got to put that back in here. So that goes actually, yep, there's the notch, there's the notch. So this goes back in here like that. Make sure you line up all of the various there we go. Now it just needs to be pressed down without falling to the chip. Quite well. Alright, so if I turn the monitor on, and I plug this in, so now I have my composite mod, so this will work. You will see once I plug this in, right here. Alright, and that's what I get. And it is not a picture. And as I'm trying out these chips, this one starts heating up a lot. I did try to sort of fix this picture. It's interesting that if I move these dials, I get blue, and at one point my monitor thinks I'm doing oops, CCAM, which is another standard, I think. And then if I move it, I think it's PAL. So I think it should be actually black and white, because I think the default for the spectrum is it's I think if I look at what these configurations were, I think it was something like that, yeah. But so yeah, I'm getting not a good picture. And this is it's getting too hot to the touch where it's uncomfortable. Now this is warm. The chips, these are just cold. I mean, could it be bad memory? But then why would this is literally getting hot to the touch? This has got to be short in that chip. It's hard to tell here. I mean, no, that's fine. That's cold. That's warm. That's my pain threshold right there. Yeah, so that's definitely getting hot. So I think it's got to be a bad Ferrante ULA. I don't know what else. This is a 600, so yeah, it does lose connection. This is a 600 milliamp, 9 volt. I don't know how much the Speccy needs. Sometimes I don't think it connects. There we go. So you do get a different pattern every time, but I'm guessing that. I mean, I do have a multimeter, but it's kind of a primitive one. I don't know. I mean, I could check for voltages, but I don't know what I'm looking for. As I said, I already checked out this one, and it was doing 5 volts on. It was doing 5 volts on this, and I think it was doing 9 volts on this side. I don't know what chip I'd have to look for here to see what is happening, but it's, I mean, the fact that it's getting hot to the touch and it's uncomfortable just tells you, and you know, none of the chips getting hot. So it's got to be the ULA chip that's shorted. I don't have a spare, unfortunately. So I think I'm just going to have to find a replacement one. See if I can do that. And but unfortunately, I can't do that now for this video. But I wanted to do the ZX Spectrum because it, yesterday, because I think I'm posting this on April 24th, and April 23rd, 1982 is when this machine came out. So happy 39th birthday, going into its 40th year. It's actually in pretty good shape, other than this chip might be busted. I was surprised on how well the ribbon cable is. I mean, it looks like similar material than the QLs, but I think this has got to be a replacement one. I mean, is the green here? Sorry, I guess here is the green here standard? I mean, that's the part I don't know. It has a sharp turn here, which is concerning, but yeah, but it looks like it's a pretty robust cable, so maybe that's new. In any case, I think that's all I'm going to do today. I might look a little bit more on the ULA to see if you've had experience with the ZX Spectrum, if you could tell me that image I was seeing, if that's a memory problem. I don't have a cartridge to plug in to do any sort of ROM tests, but the fact that this is getting hot to the touch just makes me think it's got to be this. I mean, this is memory, and you got the CPU. You got, I think this is the ROM, and you got a bunch. Maybe these are multiplexers, and then this has got to be the video chip, and the video is kind of working. It's not getting hot. I thought it used the Motorola one that the QL is using, but I don't think that's what this chip is. Anyway, I can still poke around a little bit more offline on these, but I'm guessing because this gets really hot that it's the Ferrante ULA that's busted. Again, if you've seen that before, please let me know. Otherwise, I think I'll end it here. Thanks for joining me today in a somewhat unsuccessful attempt to do a little bit of hardware stuff, which again has never been my strong suit. Although I would love to get an oscilloscope and start, learning about this stuff. It's never too late to learn, right? But definitely have learned a lot watching folks like Adrian's Digital Basement. I'm sure he could look at this and be like, yep, that's broken, fix it. Or Jan Beta or No Retro Lab. Those folks are just kind of amazing what they can do. But yeah, this is my first journey into doing this kind of stuff. It's also because it's the first one that's broken. But I'm glad I got this one, and I'll do more work on that. Anyway, so I'll end there. Thanks for joining me today. And summer is coming right around the corner. May and June and July. Hopefully, things here in the U.S. will get better, will continue to improve, I should say. And things are better where you are. So continue to stay safe, and see you next time.